it's so unfortunate that the issues with his family has overshadowed his historical win. Everyone's saying make it private, let them sort it out, but it's the mother herself who made it public. My God. And she brought it on herself. She made something that was supposed to be private public. So all the things that's being thrown her way, she brought that on herself. This strikes a chord with Filipinos. A lot of people na lumaki sa mga magulang na ganito. Ang totoong pagmamahal, pure love, walang hinihinging kapalit yan. Especially sa anak. Dahil sa anak, you brought them to this world. The child has no say in that. It is the parents' decision to put them into this world. Because of that, naturally, lahat ng responsibilidad sa pagpapalaki na maayos sa mga anak nila, nasa magulang yan. Kung sa tingin po nila na hindi nila kaya, at baka mahirapan or hindi nila maayos, hindi nila magawa to ng maayos. Simple, don't have children. Don't have children. But unfortunately, we lack the education in our country for proper family planning, and so many Filipinos fall into this toxic family culture that has damaged, hurt, and made so many Filipinos grow up feeling that they are unworthy of love unless they are able to provide something. Isipin mo yon. Iniisip kasi ng mga anak na lumaki sa ganitong sitwasyon, worth lang akong mahalin pag may binigay ako. Hindi unconditional ang pagmamahal. Hindi ako freely na dapat mahalin. Kailangan may mabigay muna ako. Hindi nila feeling na worthy silang mahalin. Kailangan may mabigay. They become people pleasers. They become people that they become overachievers, or they become underachievers because it's like, what's the point? There's so much damage that goes into a child that grew up that way, na may mga ganong set ng paniniwala. Sino namang anak ang gustong maniwala na, ay, hindi ata ako mahal talaga ng magulang ko dahil lahat sinusumbat, lahat may kapalit? Kasi hindi po pagmamahal yun. Transactional po yun. Pagmamahal, transactional. Yung pagmamahal, walang condition po yan. Walang transaction. Binigay mo lang dahil responsibilidad mo at gusto mo. Dahil tayong magulang. Ang transaction po, lahat may kapalit. Parang business agreement po yan. Ibibigay ko to, ibabalik mo to. Unfortunately, sa transactional na ganung klaseng pagmamahal, walang say ang mga kabataan doon. Hindi nila alam na yun pala ang magiging agreement at transaksyon sa mga ganong klaseng magulang. At napakasakit po nun sa kahit sinong lumaki sa ganong klaseng environment. Napakasakit. Di ba isipin mo, sino namang anak ang gustong isipin na, ay parang hindi talaga ito pagmamahal. Sa nakikita ko sa mga kakilala ko at nakikita ko sa nababasa ko at nakikita ko sa napapanood ko, parang hindi ito yun. Do you realize how painful it is for a child to realize that parang hindi ito yun na? No child even wants to admit that. No child wants to admit it. It's so hard to admit because it's so painful. My God. Diba? But we are in a generation that are slowly correcting the things that we are learning from. The hurt, the mistakes of our parents, we try to learn from. And syempre, yung mga magulang, naintindihan ko po kayo. Lumaki po kayo sa ganitong klaseng environment o ganitong klaseng paniniwala. It takes self-awareness and questioning yourself and owning up to your mistakes. Tanggapin ang pagkakamali para mabago po yon. And sadly, lumaki din yung mga ganitong klaseng magulang sa paniniwala na ang magulang ang parating tama. Those two combinations are horrible. Magulang ako, akong parating tama, ikaw ang mag-aalaga sa akin pagtanda mo. Hindi yan mali. So my God, you realize how hard it is with that belief system na pinalaki yung mga magulang na ganon. Na hindi sila mali. Hindi nila makita mali sila. Pag kinwestiyon mo ako, that's disrespectful. Pag hindi mo ginawa to, wala kang kwentang anak. My God, ang daming pinagdadaan na ganon, ha? So I just wanted to put this all together in a way na no child wants to go through that. And that's why nakikita po natin yun, ang daming gustong magbago, ang daming kini-question ang ganitong klaseng pagpapalaki. And I believe the change starts with us. It starts with the generation who's gone through it and wants to do it differently. So, you will slowly see a change. if you're gonna have a child in this world, kung manganganak po, if you're gonna have a family, make sure na kaya mong alagaan, not just financially, but also become the person that can give them love and can care for them properly. But that starts with healing ourselves. And to heal ourselves, unfortunately, sometimes that means boundaries. Setting boundaries with the people. And sometimes that's your family. Marami nagsasabi, no, tanggapin mo lang lahat, magulang mo yan. Listen po, yung pagmamahal at respeto, it's so hard to respect people who disrespect you. It's so hard to love people that don't truly love you. Pag tinatanggap nyo po kasi yung ganong klaseng pagmamahal, sinasabi mo na tama siya. Okay lang to. And that is not self-love. That is accepting something painful kasi magulang mo sila. I think so many things can go wrong pag tinatanggap mo yon. And unfortunately, what Carlos is doing and so many other Filipinos are doing is setting boundaries. No, hindi ko tatanggapin ang ganitong klaseng pagmamahal or ganitong klaseng transaction. I will not do this to my children, so I will not accept it for myself. And I have to do this now so that my children don't have to go through this dahil mali. Hindi mo uulitin dahil alam mong mali. And you have to acknowledge it's wrong. And what do? You set boundaries. And unfortunately, you have to set boundaries sometimes within your own family. And that is the truth with so many Filipinos that they have to do. And when you set those boundaries, napakasakit. Because to be called ungrateful and so many things from your own family, my God, I've heard so many stories. But that is the first step towards self-love. By setting boundaries against people who unfortunately don't love you and don't care about your well-being and want everything for themselves and nothing for you. Sometimes, guys, hindi lahat ha, pero sometimes you have to set boundaries against your own family because it's just, they need to want to change. Dahil kung sasaktan ka ng sasaktan, tratartuin ka ng ganyan, maski gusto mong ayusin, it's a two-way street to want to fix that. So unfortunately, some Filipino children have to set boundaries within their own parents because they just don't want to repeat those mistakes. And for parents, I really hope also that may mga magulang na sana have the strength to see what they're doing to their children. Parang questionin lang, ano kaya ang pakiramdam ng anak ko pag sinasabi ko ang mga ganitong klase mga bagay? Pag sinumbat ko lahat ng mga ginawa ko para sa kanya, na iniisip ko muna yung kapakanan ko versus yung kapakanan niya. Na inuuna muna ako sa mga pangarap niya. Inuuna yung mga pangangailangan ko muna sa pangangailangan niya. Iniisip kaya ng anak ko na mahal ko talaga siya or mahal ko siya dahil may binibigay siya sa akin? Pagmamahal ba talaga yun? These are things you question for yourself. And I know a lot of Filipino parents don't want to hear this. Again, I am not here to try to fix any of your issues or to claim that I know what you're going through. Sinasabi ko lang, this type of culture and environment and belief system that has plagued and hurt so many Filipino children through the years is something that the generations are learning from. Ayaw natin maramdaman to ng mga anak natin. So we try to correct and learn. And unfortunately, we also have to set boundaries. Hindi ko sinasabi na huwag alagaan ng magulang ha. Hindi ko sinasabi yon. Sino namang anak na ayaw isukli ang lahat ng pagmamahal na binigay at sakripisyo ng binigay ng mga magulang nila? Ang sarap kayang isukli, especially pag kaya mo na. Kung pagmamahal talaga ha, kung minahal ka talaga. Yung mahirap kasi po, pag ginawang obligasyon or pag sinumbat lahat, yung pagmamahal po, walang kondisyon po yan. Hindi po transaksyon yan. Pag binigay mo ng kusa, wala kang hinihing kapalit. Yan ang pagmamahal. At sinong anak na ayaw alagaan ng mga magulang nila? Pag makikita nyo naman po, kahit sinong mga anak dyan na minahal ng magulang nila, sinong ayaw ibalik at alagaan din sila? Natural pong nangyayari yun. Pero yung mahirap lang po kasi, pag sinumbat, pag naging obligasyon, pagmamahal ba talaga yon? Dahil lahat may kapalit eh. So, hindi mo binigay ng kusa, may hinihintay kang kapalit at obligado silang ibigay yon. Pag tinanggap po kasi ng kabataan yon, ng anak yon, sinasabi nila, yan ang pagmamahal, may kapalit. Diba? Yan ang pagmamahal. Dapat may ibigay mo na ako at pag binigay ko, doon na akong karapat dapat mahalin. That is damaging, that is painful, and that's not love. Hindi po totoong pagmamahal yon. Transactional po yon. So, all children na minahal po talaga, gustong alagaan ng mga magulang nila. But sometimes, you have to set boundaries kung hindi po yon ang binigay at kung obligasyon po at pag sinumbat po lahat. Pag tinanggap po kasi yon, masakit po at uulitin mo lang siguro yung pagkakamali na ginawa ng magulang mo pag tinanggap niyo po yun. That's all I'm saying. For all those Filipino children, for all those Filipinos who can resonate with what Carlos is going through, you are seen. It is valid. Yes, it's painful. But for you to not repeat the same mistakes, sometimes choosing self-love means setting boundaries with people who thought they would love you unconditionally. And that's really painful. And I'm sorry you have to make those decisions. But it is the first step towards correcting a belief system in a toxic culture that has gone on for years and years and years. Cycles and cycles and cycles. We break the cycle by choosing to do these things. By choosing to do things differently. By healing ourselves. By loving ourselves. Carlos, I truly wish you surround yourself with the people who truly love you. I truly wish that you could sort this out with your family, and I hope they are willing to do it first. I hope you learn the difference between pure love, real love, and love that isn't real love. I truly wish you healing. Thank you for giving such honor and such prestige to our country. Enjoy your wins. Enjoy the people who truly love you. And my best to you. I wish you healing and all the good things.